What we have right here is the last iPod ever made, the 7th gen iPod Touch. This one's in 128 gigs, and this is one I use every single day. Now, why do I use it every single day? Well, I'll get into that in a few, but I want to box it like it's brand new in 2019. This shipped with, I think it was iOS 13, iOS 12, something like that. I'm not sure. You can tell because of the Apple TV logo and then that old Apple Music logo, which I really, really like that. Or was it called iTunes back then? I don't know. I don't really keep up with all these changes. So there was like tape or something like that where you would peel off, but that's obviously not there anymore. So let's take this top off. Packaged like a lot of more modern iPods have been. This is packaged just like a whole bunch of other modern-ish iPods and the iPhone 5C, where you have the actual device sitting on top, and all your gobbledygook is in here. So let's take this off and see what you got in here. So this opens up like a book, and you would get your headphones. You would also get a USB-A to Lightning cable. That thing is a long con. I have no idea where that went. These are the original headphones though. In this packet, I don't think I've ever like touched this paperwork here, so you get how to use an iPod if you've never touched tech before. On the other side of that pamphlet, it's welcome to iPod Touch, learn more, instructions, and Apple support. You get 2 Apple stickers. Oh, there's this little thing holding it together. You get 2 Apple stickers. They're decently sized. Then you're getting what I'm assuming is legal stuff. I really don't know. I never read this. And that's everything you get. Now back at the iPod. God, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's right, you have to bend it. I'm smart. And this is the iPod. 128 gigabytes, space gray. Powering it on. Boom, mother flipper. Mine is slightly bent, funny enough. The screen's popping out. But we're just not gonna worry about that. Boom. I have so many apps on here. So many. You can definitely tell it's used because, like, come on, look at that lightning port. And there's nicks and stuff on it. You have your camera, which I believe is 8 megapixels. You have your microphone, and you got your LED flash. You also have your Wi-Fi pass-through, because there's no antenna lines on here, so they had to put a little black spot right here. Power button at the top. 5 speaker holes, lightning connector, 3.5mm headphone jack, volume up and down. On the front, you have your home button and your FaceTime camera. I really wish it was a Touch ID home button, but it still works fine. This is running iOS 15.7.5, and I refuse to update it. It works fine. There's really no need for me to update it. Now, why did I still daily this thing? Well, for one, even though it's outdated technically, it still has full support for things like Amazon Music, Apple Music, YouTube. It works just as my iPhone 16 does. And it has full Bluetooth connectivity, so I can connect it to all my speakers, my Bluetooth headphones, my Echo if I even wanted to. From these 2 apps right here, you can even see I still use it for school if I really need it. It has no issues connecting to the Wi-Fi, unlike that iPhone 4 from last week, where it even barely worked on my hotspot. It still supports Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the socials. I can watch Five Nights at Freddy's on my freaking iPod if I wanted to.
Now you're official.
If I don't want to use my phone, or if my phone's dead, I can use it for FaceTime and texting. I have it set on this little dock right here whenever I'm doing stuff on my computer at the desk, so I don't have to pull up a YouTube video and mess up whatever work I'm doing on the computer. I can just pull it up on the iPod. That's mainly what I use this for, a music player / video player. That's it. Not this model with 128 gigs, but the 256 gigabyte model is actually the biggest storage capacity you can get in an iPod ever, and the only one to knock off the classic iPod with 160 gigabytes. My dad has a sound system down in the basement with aux ports and everything. I can get an adapter and plug it straight to the iPod and play through his subwoofer and these giant speakers. I can take an aux cable, plug it in here, plug the other end in my truck, and without even any Bluetooth, I can play music through my speakers. The camera isn't great, but it gets the job done whenever I need to do something. It has FaceTime front, FaceTime back. I don't know why I said FaceTime. You have photo, square, panoramic, video, slow-mo, time-lapse, and it even takes video, I believe at 1080p. It has a pretty decent flashlight. That flashlight's actually decent enough to where I use it as lighting in most of my videos if this isn't specifically featured in it. Forgive mine for being bent, but it is razor thin too. Like, here is it compared to a pencil. It's even thinner than the damn pencil. That headphone jack is barely hanging in there either. It's not as bad as it was on the Nano, but it's still kind of funny looking at that. It has to curve around the back to fit. Now, I don't actually take it with me, like out to go places, so it's really good for just staying at home since the battery has not lasted very well these past years. Man, I really wish I had Touch ID on this though. That's really all I had for today. I just want to talk about this and show y'all why an iPod is old. It's not that bad in 2025 still. Let me know in the comments if I should use this as my main phone for a day.